Next is George Ruffner, Senior Commercial Officer of the U.S. Commercial Service at the Embassy in Singapore. George, what are the best opportunities for U.S. businesses here in Singapore?
Well, Doug, I'm pleased to say that we've got quite a few sectors that offer a lot of opportunities for our exporters. Let's start off with a high flyer, aircraft and aircraft parts. Singapore is one of the world's leaders in aircraft maintenance, refurbishment, and overhaul. And this offers tremendous opportunities for our companies, and we have a lot of them in this field. There's some other areas which are showing great promise as well. Medical. The medical field, particularly in the latest, the high-tech areas. You may have heard the news of the success of doctors here in Singapore at separating conjoined twins. This merely reflects the fact that they're concentrating on this, focusing on some difficult cases and sharpening their skills, and they want to have the latest equipment in which to advance and become a leader in medical care, and also particularly in the area of cancer treatment, cancer detection and treatment in the early stages. Another area which we've had success in for many years is franchising. If you come to Singapore, you're going to find a large number of American franchises, and there's a demand for more. They are very successful here, and as a result, the entrepreneurs with the funding to invest in franchises are looking for more, newer, the latest thing that's happening again in the United States. I keep emphasizing the latest because that is an important factor here. This country likes to have the latest, the bells and whistles. These are things which are very attractive to them. It's also a small country, and therefore the environment is very precious to them. And they are taking great steps at protecting that environment. Recently, they've invoked new laws. And for firms, in order to comply with those laws, they must be buying the latest equipment in the pollution and environmental area. With the United States being the world's recognized leader, again, opportunities here. Another area in the services is education. This is becoming an education-based economy. It's the global schoolhouse for Asia, if you will. And therefore, there's a demand for education, continuing education and training. And many of our firms in these areas have done exceedingly well. That's just a few. Obviously, it requires a study of an individual product or service, and our staff is ready to do that. But that gives you an idea of what we think some of the hot areas are.
What kinds of U.S. companies have you helped here recently, and how have you helped them?
All right, well, we've been very busy with firms in the cosmeceutical area. We've had firms come in here with products, broad range of everything from cosmetics to anti-aging remedies, if you will. And in all of these cases, we've enjoyed success. This reflects the fact that this is the second highest income nation in Asia. And with this wealth, this newfound wealth in many cases, comes a desire to be handsome, to be pretty, to look handsome and pretty for as long as possible. And the United States, this is made in the USA. In this particular area, connotes that it's a product that's been tested, that works, and offers real results. So we've had tremendous success there as well.
What other kinds of services do you offer to help open doors for U.S. businesses here in Singapore?
Well, our services range from what we call our Gold Key, where a firm comes in and we make appointments for them for 1 or 2 days. So in other words, they send us information regarding their product or service and what their goals are, and we then go out and arrange a series of appointments for them for their stay, and there's a charge for that on a daily basis. Fortunately here, since the language is English, the language of business is English, there's no need for an interpreter. We can normally get 5, sometimes 6 appointments per day. Very often they take place in the embassy. We also have a service called the Platinum Key. And the Platinum Key is for companies which have more of a long-term need. very often stretching over 6 months to a year. And firms come in here and seek our assistance. We draw up a scope of work, agree on a series of deliverables, and then go out and assist them. And this area has been very, very productive, particularly in the educational sector. In particular here, we've had success with everything from small community colleges to one of the largest state universities in the United States. And in fact, just recently, one of our Platinum Key clients, which is a small private university in Philadelphia, got its first Singaporean student. It happens to be a tremendous student who selected this university over one of the most famous schools in Great Britain. So we consider this a very good accomplishment and a great start for this particular university in attracting students from Asia and from Singapore in particular.
We heard Ambassador Lavin tell us earlier about the role of Singapore as a regional hub. Can you tell us what services you provide to help U.S. businesses take advantage of Singapore and its access to all of the other markets in the region?
Yes, well, let me preface my remarks with the fact, and that is that half of everything imported into Singapore is re-exported into the region, reflecting the fact that this is the trade gateway. And that also brings up the area of exhibitions. As a trade gateway, they need to be an exhibition leader. And Singapore is, in fact, the leading exhibition center for Asia, and particularly for Southeast Asia. They have a wonderful airport. Changi Airport's ranked consistently the best in the world. They also have tremendous hotels and gorgeous exhibition facilities. And as a result, the exhibition business has flourished here, and many of the leading trade shows for various sectors take place here. So they're drawing not only from Southeast Asia, but the big shows here draw from India, from Japan, Korea, all of Asia, Australia. It's tremendous, the importance of this sector. And as a result, we now have a program. It's called Asia Now, which utilizes these exhibitions to reach this audience, because at the particular shows which we have selected for this program, all of our colleagues, all the embassies in the region, the other 13 in addition to Singapore, will send people to this particular event to work with the U.S. companies. As a result, a firm comes here, participates in an exhibition, and gets not only Singapore, but gets to meet with our colleagues from throughout Asia and to learn firsthand from real experts where the opportunities are for them. So this particular program, which was just launched, is showing tremendous promise, and we are finding that many of America's smaller and medium-sized firms are utilizing this particular opportunity to move into the Asian market for the first time, or to expand from, say, they're in Singapore or in Hong Kong, to move into other parts of Asia.